everyone, my name is Maya and I'm 10 years old.
And my name is Caleb. I'm 13 years old.
Today is a special day. Today marks the 43rd anniversary of the death of one of the most significant voices of black liberation in South Africa, Steve Bantu Biko. He may have been South African, but his courage and bravery are a fantastic example and lesson to us all. So we're here to tell you a bit more about this real-life superhero.
You may already know about the apartheid movement, but just so we're all on the same page, the apartheid movement was a movement in South Africa, a system of racial segregation and state-sponsored discrimination based on race.
It was designed to ensure the supremacy of the white minority in South Africa and Namibia, while keeping the black majority out of schools, certain neighborhoods, jobs, certain rights, and even making it illegal for black people to mix with white people. It was common to see signs on doors of places which would say no dogs, no blacks. Many places, the best places, were white only.
As a result of colonialism by the Dutch, which is why Dutch people came over to South Africa to settle there, either bringing their religion, coming to find some of the amazing resources in Africa, or just for the quality of life there was a divide between the local native Africans and the colonialists who wanted to hold on to their power.
They used laws to make it illegal for local black people to own land, get jobs that weren't slave-related or too senior, live outside certain very poor areas which were far too small for so many people, or even be able to go to good schools. This system was in place from 1948 to as recently as the 1990s. Imagine that.
Understandably, black people were a little unhappy about apartheid and about being treated this way, especially in their own country. People like Steve spoke up against this seriously unfair system.
To protect their supremacy, the white minority had officially banned black-led political movements that wanted change, including parties like the African National Congress, or ANC, which still exists today. The unhappy black population, especially young people, were really keen on the idea of a new organization that could help them fight for their futures against the apartheid state.
That is how Steve Biko's Black Consciousness Movement, BCM, was born, and it became super popular. Biko was not only its leader, or not its only leader, but he was its most recognizable figure. Along with others, it was Biko who guided the movement of student unhappiness into a political force never seen before in the history of South Africa.
Imagine being brave enough to lead people in such a scary time and take on the whole government. Strangely enough, Steve was just a normal kid like us. When he finished Standard 3, his teacher, Damsey Monaghan, who remembered him as a naughty boy who was always barefoot, recommended that he be promoted to Standard 5, meaning that he skipped Standard 4.
Although his friends never actually saw him study, he was one of the brightest kids in the class, and he would help the other kids when they did not understand their lessons. They all described him as a joker who loved to look after other people.
Biko was assassinated by the police in police custody before his 30th birthday on the 12th of September. That's today, about 1977.
He was a son,
A father of 5,
a husband,
a human being,
a brother, a hero.
It's been 43 years since his murder for demanding equal rights for black people. He believed and wanted Black Lives to matter too. Today, 43 years since the day he died fighting for equality. We're still saying it.
Black
Lives matter.
My hope is that this generation, our generation, will be the one that finally stops the madness and finally just sees people as people.
It's been 43 years. It's important for us to know the history of this struggle and to get to know the heroes of the struggle too, because education is vital to us making any sort of meaningful change in this pattern, and we desperately need change.
If you want to learn more about Steve Biko, click on the link in the thread. To learn more about other incredible figures and stories, follow #KnowTheirName or #ShareTheirStory on Twitter.
Rest in power, Steve.
And thank you.